Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In previous video, we have discussed important examples on gamma function. We solved some particular definite integral using the gamma function. Now in this video, I am going to discuss important examples on beta function. We evaluate some definite integral using the beta functions. So the first example is evaluate the integral 0 to 1 x square 1 minus x whole cube dx. So we know that beta mn, the beta function beta mn is the definite integral 0 to 1 x power m minus 1 into 1 minus x whole power n minus 1 dx. This definite integral is called beta function and represent as beta mn. Now the given integral is 0 to 1 x square into 1 minus x whole cube dx. Now we express this given integral in form of beta integral. So given integral 0 to 1 x square into 1 minus x whole cube dx can be expressed as 0 to 1 integral x power square. So square power we represent as 3 minus 1 like m minus 1 into 1 minus x whole cube. So cube power we represent as 4 minus 1, that is in form of n minus 1. So our given integral is 0 to 1 x power m minus 1 where m is 3 into 1 minus x power n minus 1 where n is 4. So this integral by definition of beta function is beta mn. So beta 3, 4. Now as we know beta mn is equal to gamma m gamma n upon gamma m plus n, the relation between beta and gamma function. So beta 3, 4 is equal to gamma 3 into gamma 4 upon gamma 3 plus 4. Now this is equal to gamma 3 into gamma 4 upon gamma 7. Now this is equal to gamma 3. Gamma 3 is equal to 2 factorial, so 2 into 1. Gamma 4 we write as it is upon gamma 7. Gamma 7 is 6 gamma 6. Gamma 6 we write 5 gamma 5. Gamma 5 we write 4 gamma 4 by using the relation gamma n plus 1 is equal to n gamma n. Now here gamma 4 to gamma 4 cancel. Then we have 2 upon 120 which is equal to 1 by 60. So this is the result of given definite integral using the beta function. Next example is evaluate the integral 0 to 1 square root of 1 minus x upon x dx. We evaluate this integral using beta function. We know that the integral 0 to 1 x power m minus 1 into 1 minus x whole power n minus 1 dx is called beta function and represent as beta mn. And the given integral is 0 to 1 square root of 1 minus x upon x dx. Now we express this integral in form of beta integral. So the given integral 0 to 1 square root of 1 minus x upon x dx is equal to integral 0 to 1 square root is power half. So we have 1 minus x upon x whole power half dx. Now this is 1 upon 1 minus x power half upon x power half, and the denominator x power half goes in the numerator and become integral 0 to 1 x power negative half, as the denominator x power half goes in the numerator, into 1 minus x whole power half dx. Now this integral we express as integral 0 to 1 x power negative half is 1 by 2 minus 1 as like x power m minus 1 where m is half into 1 minus x the power half, whole power half we express as 3 by 2 minus 1 dx. So this integral is in the form of 0 to 1 x power m minus 1 where m is 1 by 2 into 1 minus x power 3 by 2 minus 1 n minus 1 dx. So this integral is beta mn. So we have beta 1 by 2 the value of m comma 3 by 2 the value of n. So we have beta 1 by 2 comma 3 by 2. Now using the relation between beta and gamma function we know that beta mn equal to gamma m into gamma n upon gamma m plus n. We have gamma half into gamma 3 by 2 upon gamma half plus 3 by 2 since beta mn is gamma m gamma n upon gamma m plus n. Now gamma half into gamma 3 by 2 is what? 1 by 2 gamma 1 by 2 because gamma n plus 1 is n gamma n upon gamma 2. The sum of 1 by 2 plus 3 by 2 is 2. So gamma 2 here. Further, gamma half is root pi. Gamma half is root pi. So root pi into root pi become pi. Here 1 by 2 upon gamma 2 is 1 gamma 1. And gamma 1 is 1. So we have pi by 2. So this is our result of given integral using beta function. Next example is evaluate the integral 0 to 2 x power 4 into 4 minus x square whole power 1 by 2 dx. We evaluate this integral using beta function. We know that the integral 0 to 1 x power m minus 1 into 1 minus x whole power n minus 1 dx is called beta function and denoted as beta mn. And the given integral is 0 to 2 x power 4 into 4 minus x square whole power 1 by 2 dx. So here neither the limit of given integral is 0 to 1 nor the variable term in the bracket have the power 1 because in the standard form we have 1 minus x. Here we have 4 minus x square. So first we reduce this integral in the standard form of beta integral and therefore we select x square equal to 4t. X square equal to 4t. Then we have 2x dx is equal to 4 dt by differentiation and which gives dx is equal to 2 dt by x. 2 to 4 cancel 2 times, then we have dx equal to 2 dt by x. Further, the value of x is x equal to 2 root t. So we put here x equal to 2 root t, then we get dx equal to 2 dt by 2 root t. So 2 to 2 cancel and we get dx equal to dt by root t. Now the given integral is 0 to 2 x power 4 into 4 minus x square whole power 1 by 2 dx is equal to integral 0 to 1. Since the lower limit of x is 0, we put here, then we get lower limit of t is 0 and the upper limit of x is 2, we put here, then x square become 4 to 4 cancel and which gives the upper limit of t is 1. So limit of integral reduce from 0 to 1. Now x power 4, x square is 4t, therefore x power 4 is 16t square. Squaring both sides, we get x power 4 is equal to 16t square into 4 minus x square. X square is 4t whole power 1 by 2 into dx is dt by root t. Now from here we take 4 common, then its square root become 2 and 16 into 2 is 32. So we have 32 into integral 0 to 1 t power 2 upon t power half become t power 3 by 2 into here 4 is common, so we have 1 minus t whole power 1 by 2 dt. Now this integral we express as 32 into integral 0 to 1 t power 3 by 2 we expressed as 5 by 2 minus 1 into 1 minus t whole power 1 by 2. 1 by 2 we express as 3 by 2 minus 1 dt. 5 by 2 minus 1 is 3 by 2 and 3 by 2 minus 1 is 1 by 2. So this integral is of the form 0 to 1 x power m minus 1 where m is 5 by 2 into 1 minus x whole power n minus 1 where n is 3 by 2 dx. So this integral is beta integral and its value is beta mn, that is beta 5 by 2 comma 3 by 2. So we have 32 into beta 5 by 2 comma 3 by 2. Now using the relation between beta and gamma function, we have beta mn equal to gamma m gamma n upon gamma m plus n. So we write 32 into gamma 5 by 2 into gamma 3 by 2 upon gamma 5 by 2 plus 3 by 2. Now we simplify, we get 32 into gamma 5 by 2 is 3 by 2 gamma 3 by 2, gamma 3 by 2 is 1 by 2 gamma 1 by 2 into here gamma 3 by 2 is 1 by 2 gamma 1 by 2. Using the relation gamma n plus 1 is n gamma n. In denominator we have gamma 4 and gamma 4 is factorial 3, so 3 into 2 into 1. Now here gamma half is root pi, so root pi into root pi become pi, and then we simplify these all terms, we get 32 upon 16 pi and further which gives 2 pi. So this is the result of given integral using beta functions. Next example is evaluate or show that integral 0 to 2 x into 8 minus x cube whole power 1/3 dx is equal to 16 pi by 9 root 3. We evaluate this integral using beta function. So we know that the integral 0 to 1 x power m minus 1 into 1 minus x whole power n minus 1 dx is the beta function and which is denoted as beta mn. Now the given integral is 0 to 2 x into 8 minus x whole cube 8 minus x cube whole power 1/3 dx. So here neither the limit of integral is 0 to 1 nor this bracket term contain the variable power 1, because in the standard form we have 1 minus x in the bracket and here we have 8 minus x cube. So first we convert this integral into standard form and therefore we assume x cube equal to 8t. Put x cube equal to 8t. Then we have 3x square dx is equal to 8 dt by differentiation, and which gives dx equal to 8 dt upon 3x square. Further, x cube equal to 8t implies x equal to cube root of this which is 2 into t power 1/3, and which implies x square is 4 into t power 2/3. Squaring both sides, we get x square is equal to 4 into t power 2/3. Now putting the value of x square here, we get dx equal to 8 dt upon 3 into x, value of x square is 4 t power 2/3, and finally we get dx is equal to, here 8 by 4 is 2, so 2 dt upon 3 t power 2/3. Now using these substitution in the given integral, we get the given integral 0 to 2x into 8 minus x cube whole power 1/3 dx is equal to integral 0 to 1 integral, because the lower limit of x is 0, which gives the lower limit of t is 0, and the upper limit of x is 2, so 2 cube is 8, and 8 to 8 cancel, we get upper limit of t is 1. So the limit of integration becomes 0 to 1. Now x, the value of x is 2 into t power 1/3 into 8 minus x cube. X cube is 8t, so 8 minus 8t whole power 1/3, and the dx is 2 dt upon 3 into t power 2/3. Now we simplify, we get, here we take 8 common, then 8 power 1/3 become 2, 2 into 4, so we have 4 by 3, this 2 into 2 4 by 3, here 8 common, we get 8 power 1/3 which is 2, then integral 0 to 1 t power 1/3 upon t power 2/3 become t power minus 1/3 into, here 8 common, then we have 1 minus t whole power 1/3 dt. Further we write 8 by 3 integral 0 to 1 t power minus 1/3, minus 1/3 is 2/3 minus 1 into 1 minus t whole power 1/3, 1/3 is 4/3 minus 1 dt. So this integral is of the form 0 to 1 x power m minus 1 into 1 minus x power n minus 1 dx, which is beta mn. M is 2/3 and n is 4/3. So using the definition of beta function, we get 8 by 3 into beta 2/3 comma 4/3. Now apply the relation between beta and gamma function, that beta mn equal to beta m gamma m into gamma n upon gamma m plus n. So we have 8 by 3 into gamma 2/3 into gamma 4/3 upon gamma 2/3 plus 4/3, which gives 8 by 3 gamma 2/3 into gamma 4/3 upon gamma 2/3 plus 4/3 is gamma 2. Now 8 by 3 into gamma 2/3 we write as it is, gamma 4/3 become 1/3 into gamma 1/3, using gamma n plus 1 is n gamma n, upon gamma 2 become 1 gamma 1. So we have 8 by 9 into gamma 2/3 into gamma 1/3. 8 by 3 into 1 by 3 is 8 by 9. Now we write 8 by 9 into gamma 1/3 as it is. Now gamma 2/3 we write gamma 1 minus 1/3. 1 minus 1/3 become 2/3. Now here this expression is of the form gamma n into gamma 1 minus n. Gamma n into gamma 1 minus n, and which is equal to pi upon sin n pi. So here we have 8 by 9 into pi upon sin n pi n. N is 1/3, so we have pi by 3. And sin pi by 3 is root 3 by 2. So we have 8 by 9 into pi upon root 3 by 2. This 2 goes in the numerator, then we have 16 pi upon 9 root 3. 16 pi upon 9 root 3. So this is the required result we have to prove, and we evaluate the integral using beta function. In next video, we will take few important university questions on beta and gamma function. So see you in next video. Thank you.